right? Like today, this is the 4-year anniversary of unifying. September 13th, right?
September 13th was when Cecilia won the 4th belt.
Right, and this is September 13th today, right? So yeah.
Am I right?
So September 2014, and then female pound for pound #1. And you've been our #1 female fighter for a few years, so
yeah,
overdue. This is an overdue belt. I don't even want to hold it anymore. It's yours.
This is so beautiful. I'm just
overwhelmed.
Oh my God, I'm getting problem breathing. Oh my God.
Mike, you see where Tom's at? Trying to call him. Why don't you stand over here next to Dougie? We'll get some photos, Doug. Stand over here.
Oh yeah. You want me?
Cecilia, let me get you a close break.
This is definitely carry-on, not check luggage.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Damos 15 de septiembre, ¿no? De la por este paciente, la casa de museo va a tener a la cartelera de respaldo está espectacular, no se la pueden perder, está muy guía también, que va a pelear
Can you give the last little history about the belt?
Yeah, if everyone's ready, I just wanted to, I want to say that Cecilia has been a vanguard in women's boxing. And this is not going to be the first ring championship title that we award to a female fighter. She is the first because she's the most accomplished out there. We all know when a male fighter achieves undisputed championship status, he gets a lot of attention. In fact, last year when Terrence Crawford unified briefly the junior welterweight division, people were saying, hey, automatically this guy should be top 3 pound for pound, and he should be Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year. In fact, some people were angry that we went with Vasil Lomachenko. I said, what's wrong with Lomachenko? I said, yeah, they say Lomachenko's okay, but he's not undisputed champion. So they got a point. Just a few months ago, Alexander Usyk became the undisputed champion of the cruiserweight division. And automatically, he went from #10 in Ring Magazine's pound for pound to #4 pound for pound. And he's the front runner for being Fighter of the Year. So you see, when guys do it, and it's really hard to do, all you have to do is ask Vladimir Klitschko or Gennady Golovkin, how difficult is it to get all 4 major world titles, all 4 sanctioning organizations? It's almost impossible. Well, Cecilia here has done it. She won her first world title, the WBC belt, and kudos to the WBC. They've been in the forefront of recognizing women fighters' achievements. That was in 2009. So, I mean, can you believe that? You're going on 10 years. That's Bernard Hopkins stuff, okay? She unified all 4 major sanctioning organization titles 4 years ago today. So 4 years she has been the undisputed welterweight champion. And her universal recognition is long overdue. Her last fight, actually not her last fight, the fight before her last fight, on May 5th, she was on HBO. And that had never happened with a female fight. There'd never been a female fighter, a female title bout on regular HBO. So, as I said, she's a vanguard. She's a pioneer, and this is a great time for women's boxing. We have the Olympians like Nicola Adams and Michaela Mayer and Marlon Esparza and Clarissa Shields and Katie Taylor. You got the Serrano sisters and Heather Hardy in New York City. And these women, they sell tickets. So they put butts in the seats. They're on big cards, and we're seeing them on TV. In fact, tonight on ESPN, the co-feature, Maricela Cornejo, her fight, and that's like an interim WBC title bout. That's the co-feature on ESPN. So there's definitely a shift happening in women's boxing. But I gotta say, Cecilia was at the top of her game before these Olympians even turned pro. So the recognition is long overdue. She's not just undisputed, she's pound for pound #1, the best female fighter, and maybe, hey, arguably #1 fighter, period. When you look at her longevity, when you look at the number of title defenses, when you look at the fact that she's been undisputed for 4 years, When you look at the quality of her opposition, there's no doubt in my mind she's a first ballot future International Boxing Hall of Famer. So we should turn it over to Cecilia. I've said enough. I can just keep going and going, can't I?
Please. Yes, well, I'm very, of course, honored, and I'm so happy now. This is one of my biggest dreams, a dream I never really was able to believe in that will be true. I remember watching Muhammad Ali with his belt, with the ring belt, and I was wondering if a female fighter ever would carry his belt. I never dreamt that I would be the one and the first one. I am absolutely a little bit out of breath and words, but I am so happy and proud, and this is one of my biggest moments in boxing, and I'm for sure will make this belt. I will do my best to prove that I am the best female fighter in the world and honor this belt. So thank you so much to Ring Magazine and for making history and awarding pound for pound female their first ring belt. So thank you so much for doing this.
Hi fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else.